Hey folks, this is your old pal Uncle Al, and I'm showing you my dinner. Okay, it's hard to make. Yeah, it's omelet slash rice, and you stuff an omelet with Spanish rice with bacon and Spanish rice and whatchamacallit. Never have a nosebleed. Uh, Spanish Spanish rice with peas and onions and bacon, and it all fits into a huge omelet. Not easy to make, folks. Now this one, if I get room around here, we're talking about iron rations. Okay, hope you can hear me because YouTube's been acting funny and it's been shadow boxing me for a couple of days. That everybody, oh, I wasn't subscribed to you, or you disappeared, Uncle Al. I'm still here. You haven't got rid of me. Now, right here is beef chow mein. Okay, la choy. Now, the history of this is pretty interesting, folks. Hasn't changed for over 100 years. Still the same cans, only the name changed. Okay, used to be called Chungking, but was the Chungking Corporation was phased out and was La Choy because of their TV ads. A lot of you weren't old enough to remember on TV that the Chungking Kid, the little stereotypical food trope of this brand. Okay, hope you see that. And it wasn't pleasant, so a lot of us, get rid of the little coolie buck teeth and the chopsticks, or we're suing the living hell out of your company. And a lot of people are like, oh, we'll switch it to what we really were going to call it, La Choy. So they thought it was Spanish. Great, for a bunch of New Yorkers. This was developed in New York City in 1922. You could look it up. All right? I'm just glad they got rid of that stupid t-shirt. Very offensive. If you want to get beaten up by Asian people, wear it. Okay? Now, you have to understand chow mein and chop suey. Chop suey comes from Cantonese, bits and pieces, and it isn't spelled chop suey. If you ask chop suey in China or chow mein, they'll kind of look at you like, huh? What the hell are you talking about? Because a lot of people don't realize it's from New York and California. During the 1840s, a lot of Celestials, that's Cantonese, was trying to overthrow the Mandarin government. So they came to California during the gold rush to seek their fortune to free China from the horrible imperialist Chinese. They're still trapped today by the stupid Mandarins. They just changed themselves to communists. Nope, same guys, different outfit. Okay? Now, chow means, could be, or cha, could be a mixture of vegetables and meat. And the mein, we all know what's mein, lo mein, high mein, chow mein. Basically, it's a noodle dish. So basically, it's chopped up odds and ends thrown into a noodle dish. Okay. The meat and sauce is here, right here in the can. To preserve the set two, they put it into two separate cans. This one is vegetables, as you see here, that's in brine. I keep telling this to people when they look in the back of the calorie count. That's more salt than I used in this thing, okay, on the omelet dish. Okay, you can check it out. Now, it's still a really good deal. It costs you $5.34 for this unit at at my local Walmart. I allowed this in the iron rations because you have to do a lot of things to make this edible for Asian people. Now, I could add my own beef and own fresh vegetables with this mix. And I know how to get rid of the sodium. It's Chinese Cooking 101. It's fairly easy. And this is a cheater kit. The sauce isn't bad. It needs a few Asian elements. Because remember, when they started canning this, was it 1922? Okay, so they toned down everything in here. Okay, for Western standards, Asian standards, people like. And that brings me back to my dinner. Okay, another thing is okay is if you want to put in your iron rations or Hormel completes. I've been studying it and people ask, it's too hard to do iron rations, Uncle Al. No, it isn't. It's fairly easy. You just get this weird idea in your head. Okay, these are fairly simple and they don't smell. All you have to do is put them in a microwave, or like Matt Holcomb does, put it in boiling water and afterwards make coffee out of it. This is non-toxic. I don't trust the other packaging because, you know. Another one is a big food myth. Is this one, Dinty Moore beef stew. Okay, that has a long history, and it wasn't beef stew, but nobody wants to eat stewed mutton. Okay, they were basing this off of Irish stew. Well, Ireland never used beef. They used mutton. Okay? So, oh, we'll make it more American. We'll put beef in it. Everybody likes beef. Yeah. And this is why Uncle Alan has a headache. You could tell that to the British when they try to feed canned beef stew made in Argentina to the soldiers in World War I. They almost had a riot because the Argentinians didn't know what the hell's beef stew. So they threw in carrots, turnips, God knows what, and then odds and ends of the cow, and they sold that. A lot of British soldiers call this monkey stew. Okay, later, that same company that made this, that made monkey stew was changed to Dinty Moore. I know food history. I'm a foodie. I study all this. Okay, so like I said, these are okay to put into your food, to your iron rations. Remember, it's supposed to be a morale booster that you could easily prepare or eat on hand. Okay, that's why I picked two, and the third one is the La Choy, this one, if you want to feed a whole bunch of people. It takes limited time, it's not very hard to do. And a lot of people, well, the cooking smells. They have thermal units. 21st century, and if you don't know about thermal units and you don't know how to solar cook, go home. Okay? I do. And every first year prepper should know this. Of course, there's a lot of preppers that don't understand what the hell Uncle Alan's talking about, or Uncle Al's talking about. So this is a tip. And I'll see you later. You have a nice day. Bye now.